responsibility is to help, including help myself, chart a way forward. And the way forward is that we must return to the source with a new lens. We have been distracted, no doubt about it. A lot of things are distracting us. I'm not blaming it on the digital revolution or the internet. Even without it, we're still being distracted. So many things that are not vital to our existence, to our purpose, are distracting us. So in those days, you can save yourself from distraction by restricting yourself physically. In fact, you are more distracted when you are in solitary confinement for as long as you have a cell phone. You have access to internet. It has become an epidemic. It creates so much attention deficit. It is a neurological challenge. It is not only psychological but also psychiatric. So we need to return to the source. We need to combat ghafla, heedlessness, forgetfulness. ولا تكونوا كالذين نسوا الله فأنساهم أنفسهم أولئك هم الفاسقون لا يستوي أصحاب النار وأصحاب الجنة أصحاب الجنة هم الفائزون. Do not be like unto those who forget Allah, and Allah caused them to forget themselves. Such are the rebels. We not rebel against Allah. How? That is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has revealed the Quran to us. But what has the Quran become today? The Quran has been ritualized. We read it mindlessly. We read the Quran. This Ramadan, people will tell me, Wallahi, inshallah, Ramadan is already 10. We have finished the Quran 3 times. What have you finished? What have you internalized? What have you learned? What have you resolved? What changes has the Quran brought to you? No doubt, if it pleases Allah, He will give you reward. For the huruf. But the Quran, those who read the Quran, will pray, Allahumma ja'alna mimman yuqima hudud hurufahu wa hududa. Oh Allah, make us among those who will be careful with the words and will also guard the rules. If you read the Quran with tajweed, you guard the words. If you refuse to follow the rules, you neglect the rules. That is a deficit. So we must return to the Quran as a conversation. The Quran as a conversation. The Quran must therefore not be a mere text to be read ritualistically. or to seek blessing. That Imam Ewa Sadwa, Mufeke Bawa Ki, Mufeke Aban Ki Al Qurani Miji, Miji, no any case of Kale. Fedali Ayim Arabic Elilut. Oda get be any tí o gbádùn ní ẹ dákun doctor abẹ́rẹ́ ni mo fẹ́ kẹ́ fún mi ẹ má fún mi lẹ́yọ̀ kan o méjì ni kẹ́ fún mi lẹ́ẹ̀kan náà ó kù. The Quran is not directly for your material needs. Allah will do that. Allah does that even to people who do not know, believe, or read the Quran. So you are changing yourself, you reduce the Quran to that. In order to discover the soul in an age of distraction, we must re-engage with the Quran as a direct, personal address from Allah, the Creator. You must be able to listen to the Quran as if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is addressing you. This may sound fairy tale to most of us, but it is doable, it is possible, and it is the way to go. Read the Quran for meaning. Read for meaning and not just for ritual. Dedicate time to read the Quran in a language you understand. Unfortunately, majority of the people who read the Quran today don't know the meaning of what they are reading. So the Quran has its own, even if you don't know it, even if you don't understand it, it has a way of affecting you. But that is not what we want. That will not work for you. And in reading the Quran that way, in a language that you really understand, whether it is Yoruba, which Professor Laru and others, and English have helped to revise and make it readable, or Hausa, or any language that you are very comfortable with, if that is the level that you are operating, then you must be able to ask these two very important questions. What is this verse that I'm reading asking of me today? You have done tilawah. How many of us have done tilawah today? How many? Have you read the Quran today? Please raise up your hand if you have done. Please do. This is not show. Just about something. If you have read the Quran today, raise up your hand. Allahu Akbar. Jazakumullahu khairan for that effort. But did you ask, while reading the Quran, did you ask this question? What is this verse, one verse, or the verses that you have read, what are these verses asking of me today? If you have a relationship with the Quran and it is interactive, then it is inevitable that it must address you. It must talk to you. If the Quran is not talking to you, or you are not listening, or you can't hear, then there is a problem. There is a disconnect. So ask each time you read the Quran, what is this verse asking of me today? That's the first question. The second question, how does it speak to my current state of distraction? I bet you, if you have approached the Quran as you should approach it, you will be surprised that you open a page and the page that you have opened is giving you answers to your questions. It is addressing you. It is as if someone had written that for you. You get answers. In fact, sometimes you get questions. Sometimes you get challenges. Sometimes you get admonition, you get caution that relates directly to your situation. And practice tadabbur. Allah has asked, أَفَلَا يَتَدَبَّرُونَ الْقُرْآنَ أَمْ عَلَى قُلُوبٍ أَقْفَالُهَا. You know, long ago, you have learned about when you read the Quran, consider the meaning, implication, meaning. What is the meaning? What is the implication for you? How does it apply to you? How can you apply it? If you are this meticulous in reading the Quran, in approaching the Quran, it will help you to address the epidemic distraction. Don't rush through pages. There is no trophy. No trophy for how many pages you have read in a day. So, slow down. I will still come to how you can slow down. Don't rush through the pages. Sit with a single verse. Read one verse. وَكَانَ الْإِنسَانُ أَكْثَرَ شَيْءٍ جَدَلًا. That verse. Read it. What does it mean? You have very good tafsir. Tafsir of Ibn Kathir is translated into English. Read. And how does it apply to you? Why are you always argumentative? وَكَانَ الْإِنسَانَ عَجُولًا مَنْ كَانَ يُرِيدُ الْعَاجِلَةَ عَجَّلْنَا لَهُ فِيهَا مَا نَشَاءُ لِمَنْ نُرِيدُ. Read that verse and ponder. Read, stay with a single verse, a single story. The story of Ashab al-Kahf, the story of Yusuf, the story of, Musa and Khidr. Reflect on its layers, its historical context, and its eternal wisdom. Let it stir your heart. Have you read the Quran? And before you know it, tears well in your hearts. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala save us from hardened hearts. When last have you read the Quran and you shed tears? I'm not talking about Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar. We don't need that. Silently. And you shed tears because you have read it yourself. And it hits you. It penetrates right into your hearts. Make the Quran a companion. I don't mean carry it about. Don't be like the people Allah described in the Quran. مثل الذين حملوا التوراة ثم لم يحملوها كمثل الحمار يحمل أسفارا. No, but make the Quran your companion, real companion.